Hi everyone, get ready for an engaging story that will capture your attention right away. We'll talk about a subject that has sparked a lot of online debate today, Melania's bikini pictures, which some people argue are even inappropriate for adult audiences. Every aspect of this novel contains surprises that will keep you intrigued, so be sure to read it through to the very end. You won't want to miss a single detail, I promise. From her early days as a model to how these images have generated controversial debates, we will break it all down in an approachable, direct, and engaging way. Many people have always found Melania to be an intriguing figure. Her beauty and elegance have graced red carpets and magazine covers over the years. But sometimes a side of her that contrasts sharply with the public image we currently see emerges from her former work as a model. The aforementioned bikini pictures are not your normal snapshots. Some observers believe they surpass the bounds of what is proper, even for mature people. These pictures have provoked contentious discussions and raised fresh concerns regarding art, personal freedom, and evolving moral standards. See how a single set of images may lead to a contentious debate about what is and is not appropriate by watching this video. The boldness with which Melania appears in these photos may shock many. According to others, the images display a level of flair and detail that is significantly more than what is often anticipated of someone of her caliber in the contemporary era. She poses confidently in the photos, wearing a bikini that draws attention to her features in a way that many believe offers little opportunity for interpretation. This same confidence has led to arguments between her supporters and critics. On the one hand, some believe that these images are a joyful celebration of a lifetime of self-assurance and attractiveness. Some voices, however, contend that the images are overly daring and go beyond what most adults would not expect from someone in her circumstances. Stay with me as we explore this topic's numerous angles, because there is much more to it than first meets the eye. It's crucial to understand that the controversy surrounding these bikini pictures is about more than just a select few pictures. It's about more expansive ideas of societal standards and freedom of speech. When Melania began modeling, she was a member of a culture that was accustomed to doing bold poses and stunning pictures. However, the standards for notable individuals have evolved over time, especially for those who have changed careers. These pictures blend nostalgia for her early career with a daring revelation that defies conventional expectations. We are still trying to figure out where the line is between what is considered appropriate self-expression and what can be considered excessive, as seen by the public's strong reaction. I want you to stay through the end, because today we will look at how these pictures affect our ideas of what is good and beautiful. The social media response to Melania's swimsuit images has been incredible. There are countless comments, likes, and shares on other sites, ranging from praise to harsh criticism. Many believe that these images are a reminder that women may display their confidence at any age and that there are different kinds of beauty. They argue that her pictures should be honored as proof of her strength and independence. According to others, the images are so overtly provocative that even older audiences who expect prominent figures to perform in a more restrained manner can find them offensive. This dispute has led to ongoing disputes and discussions, turning the simple act of sharing photos into a far more involved debate about social values and individual expression. One of the primary subjects of these discussions is the idea of what is appropriate for someone who has long been regarded as a symbol of elegance and refined taste. Some people view these bikini pictures as a bold departure from the modest image that many people are used to, while others see them as a typical part of her life that has recently come to light. The freedom to manage one's image, the ability to make one's own judgments without fear of criticism, and the sometimes unreasonable expectations placed on public figures are just a few of the many topics covered in the conversation. The images themselves have spurred discussion on how far our moral standards have come and what we really expect from those who are in the news all the time. As you assess these concepts, consider how our views are often influenced by years of tradition and expectation. It raises the question of whether a well-known woman like Melania exhibits a part of herself that some find unseemly, or if it is typical of someone in her position. We are prompted to consider whether our traditional norms are outdated by these bikini pictures. They make us reevaluate whether our standards of decency should stay the same or evolve over time. As you watch this film through to the end, I want you to consider your own thoughts and be open to a more in-depth analysis of what this idea of freedom truly means for each and every one of us. Another aspect that makes this topic so intriguing is the manner that art challenges conventions. Art has always had the power to inspire change, astound, and stir thinking. It is possible to see these bikini pictures as a form of artistic expression, since they capture the intricacies of confidence, age, and attractiveness. Some may argue that the images are too risque, while others see them as works of art that go beyond the conventional classifications we assign to people. The tension between tradition and transgression is what makes the subject so fascinating. It's like watching a piece of art come to life when you see how public opinion has shifted in response to these pictures, encouraging us all to think about our own limits when it comes to adopting bold expression. It's also critical to keep in mind that the debate surrounding these pictures is occurring within the framework of a constantly changing culture. Many voices in the contemporary world are calling for the right to express themselves without being constrained by outdated norms. Some interpret Melania's bikini pictures as a statement, a way to show that people may still grow and express themselves in ways that may surprise us all, even after years of being closely watched by the public. The idea that a woman in her mid-40s may surprise and amaze us with her artistic photography sends a powerful message about the boundaries we should or shouldn't set on each other. As the film progresses, I want you to keep an open mind and see these images as part of a much larger conversation about freedom, change, and what is decent. Despite differing opinions, one thing is certain: these images have been effective in capturing our interest and sparking a contentious discussion. They force us to reconsider both the social mores that determine what is deemed suitable and our personal boundaries. Whether you like bold displays of self-confidence or a more traditional sense of decent, there is little question that these pictures provide a space for reflection and discussion. Every debate and topic they start shows the influence it has when a well-known somebody chooses to show a different side of themselves, one that is undoubtedly sincere and thought-provoking, but that some may find daring or even inappropriate. Before we wrap off our examination of Melania's bikini pictures, I want to thank you for following along. I hope that after considering everything we've covered today, you'll see that this subject is about more than just a set of images. It's about the more significant issues of self-expression, freedom, and the arts. There's always more to a story than meets the eye after all. Beyond any one specific era, our discussion focuses on the fundamentals of our views of decency and beauty in our always changing environment. As we wrap up this thorough investigation, think about how art and bold self-expression affect each and every one of us. The debate around these pictures shows how firmly tradition and modernism are embedded in our societies. It acts as a reminder that something that some people would find offensive can be a powerful way for others to express themselves. I beg you to consider your own beliefs and the idea that sometimes pushing boundaries is a necessary component of the process of growth. These images and the discussions that follow teach us more about the world and ourselves. We value your time and involvement as you embark on this exciting and controversial trip. Your willingness to explore these topics with an open mind is what makes these discussions valuable and truly fascinating. Make sure to see every movie through to the end, since there is always a deeper level of meaning to be discovered. Let this conversation serve as a reminder that beauty, freedom, and self-expression are all distinct, powerful, and ever-changing forces in our lives. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope that the thoughts and viewpoints presented here inspire even greater interest and discussion in your local communities.